I'm back. I did not forget about you. So much good news to spread. This is from my graduates that just graduated from college. I wish somebody chained me down and told me this. If the culture's not it, you have to quit. Before I even say anything, get out your laptops, start writing out your 2 weeks notice. Wherever you go, if the people suck, if they don't invest in your development, and if they make you feel this small, quit and run as fast as you can. There's no reason why you need to be working at a job or being around a group of people that make you feel like an idiot, because guess what? You're not. You know what that means if you do end up feeling like that? It's just not for you. Literally only live once, and there's no reason why you need to be working at a slave shop of an agency, corporation that doesn't invest in you. It doesn't matter if you got straight F's in school. There's something special about you, and that just might be the reason why you got hired at the place that you're working at now. Today's vlog is about culture, okay? And the reason why I'm coming out hype is because, talked about it briefly last year, I was working at an agency. Although I was very junior in my position, for some reason I just felt really lost. I felt like my thoughts didn't matter, my opinions didn't matter. And not because anyone told me that, but because it was the type of work environment where they just stuck with what they knew. What I thought was, if I work at this agency, it's gonna attract so many other agencies who are gonna want me. Automatically, I didn't see myself staying there very long. I thought short term, which is problem number one. That's a clue that you don't need to be staying there. Two, the moment I walked in those doors, I felt outnumbered, only because the reality of it was, I am black. That's the reality. I'm a black woman. You can't get even more minority than that. So I looked around, and out of the whole agency of 200 some odd people, there were about maybe 7 black people. Let me say that again.
There were 7 black people out of 200 people working at that agency.
You have to look at your surroundings, Patricia, and everyone else out there. If you walk into an agency and you look around and you see that there's 10 black folks or 10, of your race, then you need to raise a flag, especially if you're a minority, because look at what's going on the news. I rose that flag, but I didn't do anything about it, which is fine. I saw opportunities that I could take away from that agency, and I told myself, which you should always tell yourself as well, is that I am not going to leave until I suck every bit of opportunity out of that place. The moment that the opportunities diminish, that's when I know it's time for me to go. I'm not mad at myself for being at this agency, honestly. I just can't believe what has happened in the last month. So y'all, this agency wasn't for me. I knew it was gonna be short term. I sucked all the opportunities I could out of it. One of the opportunities that I got to do was meet awesome geniuses and gems of that agency, guys. I networked my butt off. And from there, I met some amazing people. I talked about one of them, which was my muse, and the other one was the person that has given me the best gift. I talked to this girl who I admired just because she was fly and she was African American. I trusted her. Little by little, I dropped in hints about how I felt about the agency that I was at, and she ended up telling me,
you know what? I used to work at this other agency that I adored. Let me get you in contact with HR there.
They interviewed me. When I walked in for that interview, there was something about that agency that made me interested. It just felt different. I'm not going to lie, there were more than 10 African Americans there. My interview with them was just a conversation. For the first time in my life, I was able to say how I really felt about my future. December 31st of last year, I got a phone call, the agency of my dream, to accept a full-time offer. This is something to note. You really need to interview your interviewer. Take a look further than just the interview, but do some research on Instagram with the hashtag and then the school or the corp or the agency and see what type of folks pop up at that agency. It's not that I only want to be around only black folks or minorities. It's the fact that If that corporation, business, or agency, or whatever the case may be, doesn't have people that look like you need to be concerned. God has blessed me this year because this agency is more than I've ever asked for. It might have taken a while, but it was worth it. Oh, wait a minute. Did y'all see the difference between this video and last? Your girl got a camera. And it's not because I was getting money from any of this, it's because I decided to invest in myself. Bloop. My bestie opinions are only from the heart. Please do your best to be your best and to embrace the culture around you. With love, Trish.